Hey there, and welcome. In this quick guide, we're going to walk through connecting two really powerful tools, MyOperator and LeadSquared. My goal is to show you, step by step, how to set up seamless one-click calling for your team so that every single call gets logged perfectly. All right, let's jump right in.
So, let's start with a pain point I'm sure you're familiar with. Is your team still spending way too much time manually dialing numbers from your CRM? And maybe, even worse, are important calls sometimes getting missed from the activity log, which leaves you with big gaps in your lead data? Yeah, that can be a huge drain on productivity.
Well, that's exactly the problem we're going to solve today. By bringing the power of MyOperator right inside LeadSquared, your agents can start calling leads with just a single click, and every single one of those conversations will be logged automatically. No more manual work.
So how does this all work? Well, the magic behind this is the Universal Telephony Connector inside LeadSquared. You can think of it as the bridge that seamlessly connects these two platforms and makes them talk to each other. The impact this has on your team's day-to-day is pretty immediate. Your agents can call leads with just one click. No more copy-pasting or misdialing numbers. Every single call, along with its duration and a link to the recording, gets logged automatically as a lead activity. This totally eliminates manual data entry, which not only saves a ton of time, but also makes sure your lead data is always accurate. All right, before we dive into the setup itself, let's get everything we need together first. To make this process go as smoothly as possible, there are just 4 little pieces of information you'll want to have ready. Okay, here are the 4 things you'll need to grab. Your company ID and your API token can be found right inside your MyOperator account settings. Now, that API token is basically just a secure key that lets LeadSquared and MyOperator talk to each other safely. The other 2 things you'll need are the webhook URLs for both in-call and after-call events, and you can get those from the integration portal. Now's a great time to hit pause, gather these credentials, and we'll be ready for the next step. Awesome! Once you've got your credentials handy, you're all set for the setup. And the best part? It's literally just 3 simple steps, and I'm going to walk you through every single one. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to install the Connector app from the LeadSquared marketplace. Second, we'll configure the click-to-call settings. And then finally, we'll pop over to MyOperator and add the webhooks to complete the connection. It's as simple as that. Okay, let's get started with step 1. When you're logged into your LeadSquared account as an admin, just head over to the Apps section and then click on Marketplace. In that search bar, just type in Universal Telephony Connector, find it, and click Install. And that's it for step 1. See? Easy. All right, on to step 2. Now that the connector is installed, we need to configure it. This is where we're going to tell LeadSquared exactly how to talk to MyOperator to actually start a call. Now, this part is super important. You'll need to enter these values exactly as you see them on the screen. For the click-to-call URL, use this specific MyOperator link right here. The HTTP method needs to be post, the response keyword is success, and the response type is JSON. Just take a moment to double-check these. Getting them right is the key to making the whole thing work. And here we are, our final step. This is the part that actually enables all that automatic call logging. We just need to go into your MyOperator account and add 2 webhooks. You can think of a webhook as just an automatic message that MyOperator sends over to LeadSquared to log all that call data, like the duration and the recording link the second a call ends. So, you'll add 2 webhooks using those URLs you grabbed earlier. One for in-call and one for after-call. For both of them, you need to make sure the method is set to post, and this is really important, the content type is set to application/JSON. Just enable both of those and you are all connected. And just like that, the setup is done. Now for the fun part. Let's make absolutely sure everything is working perfectly. It's time to run a quick test. Testing this is super simple. Just go to any lead in your LeadSquared account. You should now see a brand new green phone icon right next to their number. Go ahead and click it. What'll happen is your agent phone will ring first. Answer that, and then you'll be automatically connected to the lead. So how do you know for sure that it worked? Well, first the call will obviously connect, but the real proof is back in LeadSquared. If you look at that lead's activity history, you should see 2 new entries pop up, one for the start of the call and one for the end. That second one is the key. It'll have the call duration and a link to the recording, which confirms that everything is being logged perfectly. Now, what if something didn't quite work as you expected? First off, don't worry. It's usually a really quick fix. We've actually gathered the most common issues right here to help you get back on track in no time. Let's look at a couple of common scenarios. If you click to call and get a 403 error, that almost always just means your API token is expired. No big deal. Just generate a new one in MyOperator and paste it back into the connector settings. Or, if the call connects, but the activity log shows the owner as unknown, that's usually just an email mismatch between the two systems. A quick user sync in your MyOperator settings will fix that right up.
Here are a couple more quick checks. If your calls just aren't logging at all, the most common reason is that webhooks content type we talked about. Just double-check that it's set to application/JSON. And if you couldn't even find the connector in the marketplace to begin with, that's just a simple permissions issue. Just ask your LeadSquared admin to give you access. And that's it. You're all set. Your team is now officially empowered to dial faster and work so much more efficiency, all with the peace of mind that you'll never miss logging a crucial customer interaction ever again. Honestly, getting this integration set up is a huge win for your team's productivity. It kind of makes you wonder, right? With all this new efficiency unlocked, what business process are you going to streamline next? Thanks so much for following along.